Today I am going to discuss tricuspid valve atresia, also called tricuspid atresia. What you see in this image, on the left side you see left atrium and left ventricle, the valve, mitral valve, that is opening, but on the right side you don't see any opening. At this, no opening is on the right side, so tricuspid valve is not formed. So what you see in a state of valve, in a state of valve you see a thickened echogenic portion that is present between right atrium and right ventricle, and there is no opening. Even if you see in different plane, you will not find any opening between right atrium and right ventricle. That is called tricuspid valve atresia. So valve is not formed at all. You see in this image tricuspid valve atresia. In tricuspid valve atresia, there is no direct flow from right atrium to right ventricle. So right ventricle has to receive blood from left ventricle through BSD. So we will find BSD in this case at the right ventricle is relatively hypoplastic because it's not getting enough amount of blood. Chamber is not well developed. In this image, what you see, this is right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle. Next image, color flow, the same thing. The speed is the normal speed that we see in the patient. In the previous image, it was reduced to half. Next, again the same thing. This image, just see what you see in this image. This is left atrium, left ventricle, and this BSD, then right ventricle outlet, and then pulmonary artery. So there must be BSD, that blood is going to right ventricle from left ventricle, and from right ventricle to pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery is well developed. There is no pulmonary stenosis. If you see turbulence is starting from BSD location and going out all along pulmonary artery. Same image you see in the in 2D mode. Speed has been reduced to half. This was the 2S speed, actual speed in the patient. This is half a speed, this is 1/4 speed, and half a speed. Next image, what you see in this image, whatever blood comes to right atrium has to go to left atrium. That is possible in this image through S-test PFO. What you see in there, this is right atrium, this is left atrium, this is PFO. There is no ASD, but PFO is present in this case. That is responsible for communication between right atrium and left atrium. Whatever blood comes to right atrium has to go into left atrium, either through ASD or through PFO. In this case, through PFO, where the color flow will be blue. You see the blue color flow. I'm just reducing the speed. Sometimes red and sometimes blue. Mostly it is blue. You see in this image. The speed has been reduced to 1/4. You can see in this image. There is a flow velocity across pulmonary valve. Again, the same image you see. And interatrial septum is going into left atrium. Suggestive increased pressure on right atrium, in right atrium. Again, you see the BSD. So, again, from the circulation point of view, so how the circulation is being maintained in this case? Blood is coming to right atrium. Blood from right atrium, it goes into left atrium. From left atrium it goes into left ventricle. From left ventricle it goes into aorta and through BSD to right ventricle. So left ventricle is giving blood to aorta also and right ventricle also through BSD, and from right ventricle it goes into pulmonary artery. So pulmonary artery and aorta is normally related, normal relation, and perpendicular relation. The circulation is being from right atrium to left atrium through PFO, from left atrium to left ventricle through mitral valve, from left ventricle through BSD to right ventricle, and through aorta to aorta. So aorta is getting from left ventricle directly, and pulmonary artery also getting from left ventricle through BSD and through right ventricle. So finally pulmonary artery is getting directly from right ventricle. Right ventricle gets blood from left ventricle through BSD. Right ventricle is not getting any blood from right atrium because of tricuspid valve atresia. So this is the case of tricuspid valve atresia. Case is quite interesting. You can see the BSD, blood is going from left ventricle to right ventricle. This is tricuspid valve atresia. The location where the tricuspid valve is situated, you see thickened echogenic structure that is not formed tricuspid valve. Valve is not at all formed. That is called tricuspid valve atresia. This is cyanotic heart disease because blood is always mixed. Oxygen saturation is never 100% in this case. This is the size of PSD. Thank you.